Hey everyone, I'm Tzayla, and welcome back to Off Key and On Pitch, your backstage pass to the unfiltered world of music. Today we're diving into the one thing that every artist wishes they could avoid, but absolutely can't. Social media. Now let me be real with you, if there was an option to just opt out of social media completely, I would be sprinting to that line. I don't naturally love it. I don't wake up in the morning excited to edit reels or scroll through TikTok trends to find inspiration. But here's the thing, social media is not optional anymore. It's a necessity. It is literally part of the job description if you want to be an artist in today's world. And let me tell you why. Social media is your biggest and most powerful tool right now to grow as a young artist. Labels aren't signing people the way they used to. Back in the day, if you had raw talent, they'd scoop you up, polish you, and build your brand from the ground up. But today, that's not really how it works. Labels are scouting people who already have brands, who already have an audience, who already know how to connect with people, and social media is one of their top deciding factors. And even if you're like, forget labels, I just want to stay independent, guess what? It still kind of matters because having a platform is what grows your fan base, your career opportunities, your collaborations, and eventually even your income. So whether or not you like it, this is the game. And today I'm going to give you the playbook so you can actually win at it. First things first, the question everyone asks me, how often should I post? Well, the short answer is as often as you can. Seriously, here's what I did. I started by posting once a day, every single day, no excuses, for about a year. And let me tell you, at first, it was exhausting. It felt like such a chore. I didn't want to do it. I complained all the time. But once I built that habit, it got easier. And I leveled up. About a month or two ago, I started posting twice a day, and that change has been massive. But don't panic. You don't have to start twice a day if you don't want to. It might be a little too much, to be honest. And if once a day feels like a stretch, how about you just start there? If 3 times a week is where you're at, then start there. But don't stay there. Push yourself. Because some people swear by 3 times a week. Others swear by 3 times a day. I say find your sweet spot, but lean toward more, not less. If you want real results, you've got to give the algorithm something to work with. So here's my challenge for you. How about you commit to once a day for a month? Just 30 days. If you're struggling to come up with content, keep going anyway. Copy others, jump on trends, record your hot takes, your rants, your random thoughts, lip sync to an audio. But trust me, the more you post, the easier it becomes to think of ideas in the future. It's like building a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. And remember, I hated posting every day. My sister made me and I hated it. I couldn't think of anything to post. It wasn't fun. It was not enjoyable. It was kind of stressful actually. But I did it every day for a year without missing a step. And now I'm up to 2. So the more you work at it, the easier it'll get. Although I will say there are still days I have no idea what to post and I still complain about it. But the more you work that muscle, the better it gets. But here is a humongous tip that I learned. It's called batch recording. Personally, I like to record 5 or 6 reels in one sitting, and then I schedule them throughout the week. That way, if I have a crazy day and don't feel like filming anything, I've already got content lined up, and that backlog saves me from burning out. It keeps me consistent, even when life gets messy. Also, when I go on trips with friends or family, I don't have to work all week long because my content is scheduled out for the next 3 weeks. So it's a great tip. Really recommend it. All right, now let's move on to what exactly you should be posting. I use a system I call the 3 Ps: personality, popular, and professional. What do I mean by personality? Personality is you, the real you, the stuff that shows your quirks, your humor, your heart, behind the scenes clips, your thoughts, your random opinions, your everyday life. Maybe it's you hanging out with your friends, trying a new recipe, hitting the gym, showing your dog, talking about your faith, or just sharing a funny story. Personality can literally be anything. Someone once told me think family, friends, fitness, and food, and you should be fine. Just show off who you are. Here's the hard truth. People don't really care about music. Not necessarily. I know it kind of sucks, but it's true. They care about people, though. When they fall in love with you, then they'll care about your music. I used to only post music-related content, and my growth was very slow. But when I started showing more of my personality, suddenly people cared, and suddenly my growth exploded. So show who you are. The second P stands for popular, and this is like things like trends, your TikTok voiceovers, your memes, your dances, anything that's circulating right now. And listen, I know trends can feel silly, even cringe. I hate trends, but trends are powerful because they give you exposure. They're like waves. When you hop on them, you get carried into a bigger audience, and you don't have to copy them exactly. You can always put your own twist on it, but use the trend and make it yours. The final P is professional. This is your polished stuff. High quality singing clips, performance videos, content that shows your music in the best light. This is important, but it should not be the majority. If your whole feed is polished professional content, you're going to look stiff. People will scroll right past it. So what I suggest doing is doing majority of personality content, throw in some popular in there, and then every once in a while sprinkle in some professional things. That way you look like a person who also happens to make incredible music. Now let's talk about a couple things that are working right now. Instagram is currently pushing content that's created and edited directly through Instagram edits. That means if you're trimming your video, adding captions, or doing your edits inside Instagram edits yourself, and then post on Instagram directly from that app, you will get a boost. Instagram loves it when you use their tools, so they reward you. However, this will not last forever. It's a free growth hack right now, but get on this train as soon as you can because it's not going to be around that long. Another huge thing is being meta verified. Getting verified on Instagram and Facebook right now is a game changer. It adds credibility, it makes you stand out, and yes, it gives you priority in the algorithm. Is it worth paying for? In my opinion, yes. It's not a magic bullet, but it absolutely does help. Now let's talk about TikTok. Your goal here should be live streaming, specifically about 6 hours of live streaming every week. And I know that sounds like a lot, but listen to me. You unlock TikTok Live at 1,000 followers. And once you can go live, everything changes. It's where you build real connections. It's interactive. It's personal. People feel like they're actually hanging out with you. And here's the crazy part. I know people personally making $5,000 a month just from TikTok Live. Not ads, not streams, literally just going live. And it's not just about the money. It's about building a fan base that feels connected to you. Those are the people who will stream your music, buy your merch, come to your shows. So yeah, 6 hours a week. If that feels like too much, start small. Do 30 minutes, then do an hour, then build up. But make that your target. Here's another must-do. Audit your own posts. Don't just throw stuff up and walk away. Study your content. What's getting views? What's getting comments? What's getting shares and why? Was it the hook in the first 3 seconds? The caption? The vibe? You've got to be a student of your own content. Social media is basically a giant experiment. You test, you measure, you adjust. And this is also important. Be polarizing. You cannot appeal to everybody. If you try, you'll just blend in and disappear. So find your niche, find what makes you unique, and lean all the way in. Be you, unapologetically. Because here's the thing. When you're authentic, the right people will find you, and those people will stick. Now let me circle back and prove to you that all this stuff actually works. Back when I was only posting music-related content and only posting once a day, my Instagram profile views hovered around 10,000 in a 30-day period. My videos would get maybe 200 views, maybe 10 likes. Not bad, but not game-changing either. Then I switched it up. I started posting twice a day. I leaned into the 3 Ps, and I showed my personality a lot more. I went live. I got meta verified. And you know what happened? My Instagram profile in the past month and a half has shot up to 93.5 thousand views in the last 30 days. That's nearly 10 times more eyes on my profile. My follower count has doubled, my engagement skyrocketed, likes, comments, shares, everything. And on TikTok, the same story. My followers doubled, my total likes more than tripled. Now I can't even open both apps without seeing dozens of new notifications, new followers, new likes, new comments. I can't even respond to all of them anymore. So if you're wondering if all of this will work, posting consistently, using the 3 Ps, going live, analyzing your posts, being authentic, polarizing, get verified, if you're wondering if it actually pays off, I'm telling you it does. I've lived it, and if I can do it, you can too. Social media isn't easy. It takes work, it takes creativity, it takes consistency. But if you commit to it, it will grow your career. And one day you'll look back at your numbers and say, see, it works. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow music nerds. If you have any questions or want me to dive deeper into something I mentioned today, leave it in the comments or DM me at Tzayla.official on Instagram. You can find more episodes like this, my blog, and my music at Tzayla.com. That's Tzayla.com, Tzayla.com. And of course, follow my journey on Instagram and TikTok too. If you take one thing away from today though, let it be this. Consistency beats talent in the social media game. Be bold. Be consistent, be you. So keep creating, keep asking, and keep dreaming big. And remember, my name is Tzayla, and adventure sounds like this.